Do you know when they say it ended in tears? Well, that's actually what happened to me. But I'll tell you all about it towards the end of the video. And for now, let's start the video by pressing the start button. Pari Munaki van, mara when it comes to this car, hey, Munaki van's a foot. I mean, look at her. And by her, I mean the car, but irikitsweda. So today we go to have a look and also test drive the not so new BMW 3 Series. This is the facelift of the G20, or life cycle impulse as BMW refers to its facelift models. And their changes, they are not a lot but are definitely noticeable, starting with those headlamps. You can see that it's a more sleek design now. And when it comes to the side, everything still looks more or less the same. Then when we come to the back, the only difference that I could notice was the rear diffuser. It is a bit different, but it still looks more or less the same. And as mentioned, I did get a chance to test drive the car. So that is me trying to maneuver out of the BMW dealership gate, as the car it's a bit long to what I'm used to. I'm used to hatchbacks, but anyways, I did manage to get out at some point. So when it comes to the driving experience of the car, it is a very comfortable car and also still responsive when you want to accelerate hard. So the model that I go to test drive is the 320i, and I have to say, when I was putting my foot down, it was actually responding. And also, given that cars nowadays have gotten fatter and also heavier, but this one, it actually felt lighter, even though it is a very big car. So no complaints there. And speaking about complaints, I had one very big complaint, which is that gear lever that they have chose to go with nowadays. I really don't like that, and I've seen many manufacturers that are now going with that approach. And I think I first saw it on the Golf 8, and I think also the A3s nowadays also come with those very tiny gear levers. And another thing that I was actually gonna complain about, which when I saw it close up I really didn't, was that curved screen. I'm not a big fan of these car manufacturers that now just slap tablet-like displays in their dashboards and then that is it. But the one that BMW went with, it's very clear, it is very sharp, and also it does suit the character of the car and also does give it that luxurious feel inside. So that one I really like. And also the fact that it is curved towards the driver. As we know, all BMW cars, they are more driver focused, so that was also a big bonus point for me. So I really like that display, but we'll have a look at it more later in the video. But other than that, there's really not much that has changed on the facelift in terms of the inside of the car. As you can see, it still keeps that Hofmeister King, as we all know BMW is famous for. And we'll also just have a quick one last round look at the exterior of the car. So this one, it has been spec'd to a gray, which I think it really suits it very much. Doesn't pop as much, and I think to some people maybe it might look a bit dull, but I think this color does suit it. Also, just to mention, this car that you're looking at in front of you, it is spec'd to just under $1 million. I think it was 990 something, but I will double check that for you. And when it comes to the back, it still looks sexy as ever. So really, I don't think you'd ever want anything more in a luxurious sedan more than this car. So yeah, everything is just well put together. And as I was filming, I got distracted by a very loud pleasant noise that was coming from the outside, and when I turned to look, it was the BMW M3. and that is the dream. But one day is one day. Anyways, back to the video. Now let's have a look at the interior, starting at the driver's door. Everything that you touch, the material that was used there, it is definitely quality. As you can see, there's your lock and unlock, and also there are all of your window controls, and including your mirrors. And also the car that you're looking at was spec'd with Harman Kardon sound system, so it definitely sounds good. And also there is your release for your boot. So yeah, if we now go into the inside, firstly you can see when you get in, it also has the M badging on the door sills, and also the car also does have interior lighting, which you can see with your accelerator and your brakes. And there is your seat, which is not fully electric to my surprise, but I'm sure you can spec that. So now sitting in the driver's seat, I was sitting very low, and yeah, you can basically feel that you are in a BMW. And there is that very wide screen that I was talking about, which has your infotainment on the left and also your digital cockpit in front of you. So now when we have a look at your side, you will see that we have that little teeny tiny gear shifter, gear lever, whatever that it's called, which to me,
it's not make sure. It's true. It's not make sure.
but that is what they are going for. So then, as you can see, then there are also your driving modes: sport, comfort, and eco pro. And also there is your electric handbrake right there. And then right at the top we have your auto start stop button for your parking sensors, and also the ESC off when you want to have some fun. Then at the left you have all of the controls that are for your infotainment system. It's nice that BMW still has that wheel button basically instead of the touching of the screen. Then there are also your cup holders in the car, which also do have there inside a place for your wireless charger. Also there's a 12-volt socket and also a USB-C. It all looks well put together. The materials that are used, they are very nice. And as you can see, BMW still keeps the traditional button dial to turn off your infotainment screen and also up your volume. And now let us go to the back seat and see what is happening there. Well, not much is happening. It's just a back seat of a sedan basically, but I can assure you that there is enough space and also leg room for adults. My height is 1.68 and I could fit there very nicely and comfortably. And as you can see, I still have space also in front of my knees, so even people that are taller than me would fit. And there are also your climate controls and your USB-Cs for the people at the back. Now let us go to your boot. As you can see, there's where all of your million is going, that Harman Kardon sound system. You can even see it from the back. But anyways, let us go to the boot and see what it looks like and how big is it. So to open it, you just click there. There's a button that's inside and you can see there's your boot. I think it's relatively big, and all of your bags or suitcases that you might want to carry, you and your family, they will definitely fit there. And as you can see, those are the two I don't know if I should call them buttons, but things to release the back seats if maybe you want to carry some larger items and you want to lower your back seats. That is where you do it. And also to close your boot is automatic, so you press that button, you don't close it manually. And that is the end of the review. Thank you to BMW Israel for allowing me the opportunity. And the sad part that I mentioned in the beginning was seeing the car leave, as I had a really great time with it. So thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, and also subscribe for more upcoming videos.